Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshuः Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. So I welcome all of you for this session, and as you told me that you have so many classes, online classes, and so many things to do, but still you show your enthusiasm, you show up here in these classes without getting tired and without giving any reasons. You are still there. I can see so many faces again and again. I feel so happy, right? So today we are doing conclusion of this Ramanujacharya story. And as we saw that he was really powerful Acharya. And today we will see that how when somebody becomes famous, that time people starts hating him, right? आपने देखा होगा कि जब भी कोई फेमस हो जाता है आदमी तो बाकी लोग ना उसको हेट करने लग जाते हैं. They start hating him, right? Okay. I have just मैंने सबका बंद कर दिया लगता है चैट. बहुत अच्छा. No one. ठीक है, बंद कर दिया है. तो मैं बता रहा था कि जिस प्रकार से यदि कोई बड़ा होने लगता है ना, then other people starts hating him. So similar thing happened with Ramanujacharya. He became so famous. He started preaching everywhere about Bhagavad Gita and about Lord Krishna. Then what happened? There was one king. He was neighboring king, and he started feeling envious towards Ramanujacharya because he was thinking, see, I am a king and I am worshipper of Lord Shiva. मैं भगवान शिव जी की पूजा करता हूँ और ये रामानुजाचार्य भगवान विष्णु की करते हैं. So he thought he is my dushman, he is my enemy. So he thought कि I will kill the king, I will kill the Ramanujacharya. So he devised a plan. He devised a plan to kidnap Ramanujacharya and kill him, right? But Ramanujacharya somehow came to know about his plan, his devil plan, and he ran away from Srirangam. And we will see that he went to many places from there. So what happened in Srirangam? In Srirangam, one of his disciples, whose name was Kuresh, Kuresh was one of his disciples. He took the form of Ramanujacharya. He became Ramanujacharya. He just, had a hairstyle like a Ramanujacharya. He had a tilak like a Ramanujacharya, and then he wore nice clothes like same as a Ramanujacharya. So everybody felt he is a Ramanujacharya. Why he did that? He did because यदि किंग को पता लगता, कुलातुंगा को पता लगता कि रामानुजाचार्य भाग गए हैं, सो वो क्या करेगा? वो भी रामानुज को पकड़ने के लिए उनके पीछे पीछे भागेगा, राइट? परंतु यदि लगेगा किंग राजा को कि जो रामानुजाचार्य है वो आश्रम में ही बैठे हैं, तो वो क्या करेगा? आश्रम में ही वो पहारा देगा, वही खड़ा रहेगा और वहीं से ही किडनैप करेगा. So they had that plan. So and that happened actually. Kulatunga came with his all army and he kidnapped Ramanujacharya, who was none other than Kuresh. Ramanujacharya had completely fled away from there, right? He was not there. But Kuresh was acting like a Ramanujacharya. So Kuresh was captured because King Kolatunga thought he is a Ramanuja. So now they were brought into the palace. उधर बहुत सारे सैनिक थे. And he was brought there. Kuresh was brought there. So Kolatunga was thinking he is a Ramanuja, right? And with Kuresh, Mahapurana was also there. Now Mahapurana, we have seen that he was the guru, one of the guru. Ramanuja had many guru, like a Yamuna, Charya. So similarly, Mahapurana was also one of his guru. He gave him mantra diksha, right? So Mahapurana was also there. So both came there. So king started asking, why do you worship Lord Vishnu? Don't worship Lord Vishnu, worship Lord Shiva. And then Kuresha, who was acting like a Ramanuja, he thought the king thought he's a Ramanuja. That's why he caught him. He kidnapped him, right? And he told nicely from the scriptures that how from Lord Krishna, how from Lord Vishnu, Lord Shiva comes. So when you are worshipping Lord Vishnu, you are worshipping Lord Shiva also. But Kolatunga was so angry. He said, no, you should worship only Lord Shiva. So they were giving different kinds of explanation, but nothing was going into the head. देखिए, जब कोई गुस्सा होता है ना, जब कोई एरोगेंट होता है ना, तो उसके दिमाग में कुछ नहीं जाता. जब कोई पफ्ड अप होता है ना एकदम, तो उसके दिमाग में कुछ नहीं जाता. आप कुछ भी बताओ उसको, कितना भी कुछ बताओ, उसके दिमाग में नहीं जाने वाला. So he was very angry. King was very angry, and king said कि इन दोनों की आंखें जो है फोड़ दो, इन दोनों के आंखें फोड़ दो. King was so cruel, right? And actually their eyes were pierced with a red hot iron rod, and both were blind. Both became blind, and they were thrown on the roads. But both of them didn't cry. In fact, they started praying to God. They started praying to Lord Ranganath कि भगवान अच्छा हुआ हम यहाँ पे आ गए, नहीं तो हमारे गुरु जी को, रामानुजाचार्य को क्या करना पड़ता, उनको उनके आंखें फोड़ देते ये राजा. तो अच्छा हुआ कि मैं आ गया यहाँ पे. And Ramanujacharya was saved. See, this is a devotion to Guru, right? They were not fearful of their death. They were not fearful of their blindness. They were so grateful कि जो भी हुआ अच्छा हुआ, हमारे गुरु जी बच गए, रामानुजाचार्य जी बच गए. And now what Ramanujacharya was doing? What Ramanujacharya was doing? He was going from one place to another place, right? And once upon a time, when he was at a particular village, and that village name was Yadavadri. That village is still near Mellukote. Mellukote is a very famous village near Mysore, right in Karnataka. We have this very wonderful place, Mysore. And near Mysore, we have Mellukote. And still, if you go to that village, it's really beautiful village. It was, and it's still beautiful village. Many people don't know about Mellukote. They know about Mysore, but they don't know Mellukote. Mellukote has very powerful, it had a very powerful presence of Ramanuja. Ramanuja stayed there for many, many years, right? When he was running away from this Kolatunga king, right? So once he was staying, now hear the story. The story is very important. We will see that how a Muslim lady, now you see her name was Bibi Nachiyar. She was a Muslim lady, right? And we saw how the army soldier whose name was Saleh Beg, he became a devotee of Jagannath. So similarly, we will today see that how Bibi Nachiyar became devotee of Yadavadri Pati or the Ramapriya Bhagwan. We will see that today. So Ramanujacharya was staying in this village, Yadavadri, which is very close to Mellukote. So he was staying there, and while doing morning walk, he saw that at one place many tulsi leaves were there, right? बहुत सारे तुलसी के पौधे थे वहां पे. And then he started wondering, अरे इतने सारे पौधे कैसे आए यहाँ पे तुलसी के? Because tulsi is very auspicious, right? जहाँ पे भी तुलसी है, कहते हैं कभी वहां पे गलत चीजें नहीं होती, right? And it's very auspicious. Auspicious का मतलब होता है शुभ, right? तो बहुत शुभ है. तो रामानुजाचार्य ने सोचा कुछ तो होगा यहाँ पे. And then he started सर्चिंग क्या क्या है यहाँ पे, इतने सारे तुलसी कैसे अचानक उग गई यहाँ पे एक ही जगह पे. एंड देन ही कुड सी स्मॉल सम पार्ट ऑफ अ डीटी, मूर्ति का कुछ भाग जमीन से ऊपर आया था. राइट, मूर्ति का कुछ भाग जमीन से ऊपर आया. तो उन्होंने पूछा ये क्या है, यहाँ पे कुछ मूर्ति दिख रही है मुझे, यहाँ पे खोदो. तो पूरे सब गांव वालों को बुलाया गया, वहां पे खुदाई की. राइट, और जब सारी खुदाई हो गई तो वहां पे एक सुंदर सी मूर्ति निकली वहां से. सुंदर सी मूर्ति वहां से निकली उस गड्ढे से. Then Ramanujacharya asked, how the deity came here? Then villagers said, actually, many years ago, the Sultan, the Badshah of Delhi, he had attacked our village, right? And these Mughals, whenever they used to attack, they would destroy the deities. आप देखेंगे वृंदावन में बहुत सारे मंदिर तोड़े हुए हैं इस बादशाह लोगों ने. राइट, वो क्या करते थे, बिकॉज दिस मुगल पीपल, दिस इस्लामिक पीपल, they don't believe in the deities, they don't believe कि भगवान को कुछ फॉर्म होता है. so they become very angry when they see deities and all. वो क्या करते थे, आते थे मंदिर में आके सब मूर्तियों को तोड़ देते थे. so the villagers were telling कि once the Badshah, the Sultan of Delhi attacked our village, that time some of the Brahmanas took the deity from the temple and they hid in the ground. And because of today we could see that deity, because we also had forgotten. हम लोग भी भूल गए थे कि ऐसे कुछ मूर्ति है यहाँ पे, क्योंकि बहुत साल पहले की बात है. Right? Then Ramanujacharya was so happy by seeing this deity, right? And that deity's name is Chelvanarayan Bhagavan. Chelva means handsome. Now, if you see this murti in actually, is very handsome. Chelvanarayan, handsome Lord, handsome God. God is very handsome, right? You don't see God as an old with wrinkles on his face, right? With white hairs or bald head. No, we don't see God as like that. God is very handsome, and that's why his name is Krishna. What do you mean by Krishna? Krishna means he who attracts everyone. Sarva akarsha iti Krishna. जो सबको आकर्षित कर लेते हैं वो कृष्ण. Right? And one boy was asking today question that कोई कहता है कि भगवान मर गए. But the answer is very simple. It is stated in Gita कि आप नहीं मरते बाबा, भगवान के मरने की क्या बात कर रहे हैं. आप आत्मा हैं. Right? You are not this body. You are a soul staying in the heart. Right? You don't die. What to say of God? तो उसने पूछा कि पहले भगवान दिखते थे, अभी भगवान नहीं दिखते. ऐसे कुछ नहीं है. ब्रह्मतम संहिता से संतः सदैव हृदयेषु विलोकयन्ति यम श्याम सुंदर अचिंत गुण स्वरूपम. संतः सदैव प्रेमांजनश्चुरित भक्ति विलोचनेन संतः सदैव हृदयेषु विलोकयन्ति. प्रेमांजन, जिसकी आंखों में प्रेम है ना, वो भगवान को कभी भी देख सकते हैं. समझ रहे हैं? जैसे हम अपनी आंखों में काजल लगाते हैं, काला काला काजल लगाते हैं, उसी प्रकार से जो भक्त होते हैं अपनी आंखों में प्रेम लगाते हैं भगवान के लिए. They anoint their eyes with mascara of love. Mascara, you understand? काजल. तो प्रेम का काजल लगाते हैं, and that's how they can see Krishna. So you also develop love for Krishna. You also follow the wordings of Krishna. Now you can't see God. That doesn't mean God doesn't exist, right? There were many who had experienced the God. They have seen the God, right? And that's what we discussed. We are discussing, what are these saints? They were actually seeing Krishna. They were actually talking to God. They were actually reciprocating with God. We are not discussing stories from 1,000 and 1,000 years ago. This happened. No, we are not discussing stories from bygone ages. We are just discussing stories which happened in a few in some years ago, like 100 and 100 and 150, right? So you also develop eyes to see Krishna, and you will see Krishna, right? We cannot say I cannot see Krishna. I cannot see God. That means God doesn't exist. No, it doesn't happen like that. We cannot see electricity. Can we see electricity? No. But when I put my fingers in the switch box, I will experience जोर का झटका धीरे से लगे. Right? That means there is electricity. I cannot see electricity. I cannot see the air or wind, but I can experience that. Similarly, we cannot see God, right? But we can experience God. And just I told that Premanjana Shurit Bhakti Virochana, when we have eyes which are anointed with love, we can see God, because God, can be only seen by his loving devotees. You must have heard the example of Prahlad. Prahlad would see God everywhere, right? You know that story, that how his father told him कि आपके भगवान वो pillar में भी है क्या? He said, yes, I can see God is there. And God was actually there. Right? Narasimha was actually there. Okay. So God is everywhere. Right? We have to develop our eyes to see. Right? Just some day ago, one little girl from one batch was saying कि हम भगवान को कैसे देखें? The answer is very simple. The answer is, if you want to see PM, who is a PM? PM is Narendra Modi, right? So if you want to see Narendra Modi, what you have to do? First of all, you will have to go to Delhi, isn't it? You cannot say कि Narendra Modi को इधर बुलाओ. Get Narendra Modi here. वो क्या नौकर है क्या आपकी? इधर आएंगे तो, right? So first you go to Delhi, and then you go to Rajya Sabha and get the permission to enter, and go to Modi's secretary, then ask him कि कुछ time है क्या मिलने का, मुझे मिलना है. Then he may accept or reject your application. So there is a process to see Narendra Modi. Similarly, there is a process to see God, right? So if we follow that process, we will see God. Okay, let's go ahead. Now, so they discovered this Yadavadripati and they were so happy. I think they built a nice temple there. Okay, I've not got that picture, but they built a very nice temple, very magnificent temple there. And they were having everyday puja. So once upon a time, it so happened that Ramanujacharya was resting, and Lord himself came to his dream. Chelvanarayan, Yadavadripati, came to his dream, and he told Sripada Ramanujacharya that Ramanuja, you have done a wonderful task. You are an amazing person. Now you please have one favor on me. So Ramanuja asked in the dream, what should I do, my Lord, to please you? Then this deity, Chelvanarayan, told him, I have one more Utsav Murti. Right? We saw in Dhanurdasa story that in the South Indian temple, you will find two deities. Two मूर्ति, दो मूर्तियां होती है. एक बड़ी मूर्ति जो केवल मंदिर में रहती है, और एक छोटी मूर्ति होती है जिसकी हर शाम को जिसको बाहर निकला जाता है मंदिर से, और उसकी क्या कहते हैं उसे, सब लोग उसको फॉलो करते करते बजाते बजाते और दर्शन देने सब जगह पे जाती है वो मूर्ति. राइट? तो दो मूर्तियां होती हैं साउथ इंडियन टेम्पल में स्पेशली. राइट? एक होती है मंदिर में रहने वाली मूर्ति, और एक जो मूर्ति होती है उसे कहते हैं विजय मूर्ति और उत्सव मूर्ति. हमेशा ये मूर्ति को बाहर लेके जाते हैं, घुमाते वगैरह वगैरह. सो दिस डीटी टोल्ड हिम कि मैं तो आ गया बराबर यहाँ पे, आपने अच्छी से वर्शिप मेरी स्टार्ट कर दी, बट माय उत्सव मूर्ति रामप्रिया इज मिसिंग. My Utsav Murti, the deity's name was Ramapriya. It is missing from this temple. So Ramanujacharya asked in a dream, so where is that deity? So God said, that deity, that Murti, that Archa Vigraha is in Delhi. So you go to Delhi and you will find that deity, you get that to me. Then I will be happy, right? Because nowadays I'm not able to go outside now, because I cannot go outside. I used to go previously through that murti to outside, but that murti is missing. So please get that murti here. So Ramanujacharya said, done. I will do work for you. Ramanujacharya was powerful acharya. He could have sent, some of his disciples, but no. He said, Bhagwan ne mere ko bola hai, main khud jaunga. So he went. And that time, please understand, I'm repeating these sentences again and again. That time there were no aeroplanes, there were no trains, there were no buses, right? The only thing you have to do is to walk for many, many days, many, many months, and then you will reach your destination, right? So he was walking, and after many days he reached the Delhi. So he went to one of the Badshah there, right? He asked, from one of our temple, you have stolen the deity, the golden deity you have stolen. I want that deity back. So this Badshah knew that Ramanujacharya is very powerful acharya. He said, Dandavat Guruji, aapko kaun sa deity chahiye batao. And then he took him to one of his godown, and there were so many golden deities. These people Mughals were really looters. They did not do any good things to our Indians. In our textbook, we see so many glories of these Mughals are written, Akbar and Jahangir and all these stupid third-class kings. What they did, they just looted our temples, right? But in textbook, we read their glories, right? But we never heard about Ramanujacharya. Have you heard about Ramanujacharya? Have you heard about Madhvacharya? Have you heard about these so many saints we studied in our school books? No, we don't read in our school book about these wonderful saints. We read about this, chores, goons, these Mughals, right? About these Mughals. So he went and he saw there were so many deities. He started crying कि कितने सारे इसने मूर्तियां चुरा के लाई है, कितने सारे मंदिरों से. He started crying, Ramanujacharya. But the description, Yadavadripati, the Chalvanarayan had given some description कि ये जो मूर्ति है ऐसी है, ऐसी लाना. So he could not see that similar kind of deity anywhere. So he was sad कि इतने सारे मूर्ति है पर हमारी जो रामप्रिया नामक मूर्ति है वो यहाँ पे नहीं है. वो sad. So he told to the king कि I could not find that deity, but God has told me that deity is with you, right? So he said, इतना ही है अभी, मेरे पास इतनी है, ये सब चुरा के लाए, आपको कौन से लेके जाना है, आप लेके जाओ. Ramanujacharya said, no, इसमें नहीं है. Then he was requested by king कि आज रुक जाओ, आप इतने बड़े आचार्य हैं, रुक जाओ, मुझे आशीर्वाद देके जाओ. And that night he was sleeping, Ramanuja was sleeping, and he had a dream. Yadavadripati again came and he told to the Ramanujacharya that the deity is still in his palace. The king, the Badshah, has the daughter named Bibi Nachiyar, and that daughter has this deity of Ramapriya. You go to her palace and get that deity. So as soon as he woke up in the morning, he went to the king, Badshah, and he said that आपकी कोई बेटी है क्या? Said, yes, मेरी बेटी है, Bibi Nachiyar. So then Ramanujacharya said, yes, she has our deity, she has our murti, and her murti's name was Ramapriya. Now the Ramapriya, it is because that deity was very dear to Lord Ram. Lord Ram used to worship this deity. So that particular deity was from Treta Yuga. Can you imagine? In South Indian temples, you will find so many deities that deities, those deities were worshipped by many for so many ages. That deities were worshipped. So there is one girl was asking about Ranganath. So Ranganath was actually worshipped by Lord Brahmadev in the Brahmaloka. And then Brahmadev gave that deity to Vibhishan. I think, sorry. Then Brahmadev gave that deity, his own deity, to worship in Ayodhya. And after Lord Ram won the war with Ravan, then the Vibhishan had come to Ayodhya, and then Lord Ram said, see, this deity is very special, you take care of this deity. So that's how the Vibhishan got that deity of Ranganath. I don't remember full story, but this is the story of Lord Ranganath. That's how he came there. And in South Indian temples, you find many deities like that. You know, these deities were worshipped by Brahmadev, Lord Shiva, Lord Ram. So Lord Ram used to worship this Ramapriya. Now somebody may say Lord Ram is itself, that Lord Vishnu. So why he should worship, right? But just to show example, Lord Ram doesn't need to worship anyone. Bhagwan Ram, Bhagwan Krishna को किसकी पूजा करने की जरूरत नहीं. परंतु just to set example, just to show example, they used to, just like, in the Bhagavatam it is said that Krishna used to wake up early in the morning and then he would chant. अरे वो जब किसके ऊपर करेंगे, किसके नाम का जप करेंगे, खुद के नाम का करेंगे क्या? To just to show example. भगवान को कोई जरूरत नहीं किसके नाम का जप करने का, किसकी पूजा करने का, परंतु हमको सबको दिखाने के लिए कि ये ऐसा करना होता है, इसलिए वो करते थे. So Lord Ram used to worship this Ramapriya deity. So our dear Ramanujacharya Acharya, he went to the palace of this princess, and that time what princess was doing, what she was doing? She had Ramapriya, she had kept Ramapriya on on the altar. That means usko mandir mein rakha tha Bhagwan ko, and she was offering, she was giving the clothes to Lord. भगवान को ऐसे कपड़े पहना रही थी और सब रामानुजाचार्य जी देख रहे थे क्या करिए. भगवान को खुद के हाथ से खिला रही थी और पूजा कर रही थी, उनके सामने डांस कर रही थी. She was singing in front of Lord. Ramanujacharya was so happy by seeing her devotion. Right? She was so happy. क्या लड़की है, क्या पूजा कर रही है भगवान की, और एक मुसलमान है. Right? You won't find some Muslim ladies doing that. Right? She was so attached to Rampriya. She was loving Rampriya like anything. And when Ramanujacharya asked that I want this murti back because this murti belongs to my temple, give that deity back to me. She started crying. She said, please don't take this deity. Otherwise I will die. Please don't take. But Ramanujacharya said, but this is the order of my Lord Yadavadripati. Please give that. She said, no, I will not give. Just like you must have seen some small, especially girl kids. They say na कि मैं मेरी Barbie है वो नहीं दूंगी, किसको भी नहीं दूंगी मेरी Barbie. They love their Barbie a lot. So this Ramanuja, this Ramapriya was like a very dear friend of Bibi Nachiyar. And Bibi Nachiyar was so attached to Lord Ramapriya. She was offering books, she was offering flowers, she was offering food, she was offering aarti. She would get up early in the morning, she would chant. Right? She was pakka devotee. Right? But Ramanujacharya said, sorry, but I will have to take, and he started taking the deity away. And that time she started crying, nahi, mat leke jao, papa bachao. She started crying. And that time the Badshah came in. She said, wait, don't go. Ramanujacharya said, aapne hi to bola leke jao. He said, okay, but my daughter is also very attached, right? I cannot give you that deity. So Ramanujacharya said, let's have one test, that where Lord Rampriya wants to go, I will keep the deity in between, and on one side Bibi Nachiyar will stand, and on the other side I will stand. See, ठीक है? जिसके पास भी भगवान चल के जाएंगे. Now this is a deity. मूर्ति कभी चलती है क्या? कभी चलती देखा आपने मूर्ति? नहीं, पर भक्तों के लिए, यदि भक्तों की इच्छा होगी तो मूर्ति चलेगी. एंड टुमारो वी विल सी अमेजिंग स्टोरी दैट हाउ गॉड कैन वॉक, द deity can walk. We will hear the story of Sakshi Gopal. Amazing story. And one more story we will discuss, that is the story of Madhavendra Puri, and one more story of Sakshi Gopal. Amazing stories. Don't miss tomorrow's class. Okay. So now he kept the deity in between, and on one side Ramanujacharya was sitting, and on other side Bibi Nachiyar was sitting. Okay. And both started praying in their own way. And guess what happened? Rampriya actually started walking. And this Badshah was shocked. अरे भगवान कभी चलते हैं क्या? आपने कभी देखा है मंदिर की मूर्ति को मूव करते हुए? नहीं, but this Lord actually started walking and he just jumped. जैसे छोटा बच्चा होता है ना, अपने पिताजी को देख के कैसे ऐसे जंप करता है. Similarly, this Lord Ramapriya jumped towards Ramanuja, and Ramanujacharya just caught the deity and he ran away from there. Just ran away from there. And here Bibi Nachiyar, she started crying कि मेरे भगवान को लेके गए, मैं अभी मर जाऊंगी. And this king also started worrying कि अरे मेरी बेटी भी पागल हो गई है, किसके मुंह में लग रही है. We don't worship any form of God. We don't worship any murtis and all. Why she's crying? He could not understand the love, right? So then what she did, she started running. She started running behind Ramanujacharya. She was shouting, Rampriya, wait, I'm coming. Please don't go without me. Just see her love. Just see her love. So she was just following. And then Ramanujacharya was running ahead and Bibi Nachiyar was following. So they kept running for so many days. And after, I think, 10-12 days, the Ramapriya was brought to the main temple and everybody was so happy. There was a festival. Right? And everybody was so happy after seeing this deity of Ramapriya. But what happened to Bibi Nachiyar? She was running. She was a lady actually. And she also reached, but she was not allowed to enter into the temple. She started crying, please, I want to see God. I will die. I want to see Rampriya. Help me. She was shouting like that. And then Ramanujacharya came to know that she's following. He said, let her come inside the temple. She was Muslim. And generally in the Hindu temples, Muslims are not allowed. Right? But Ramanuja said, no, she is a pure devotee. She is a bhakta of Ramapriya. Let her come. And she was allowed. She was so happy after seeing Lord Rampriya. She just kept looking at Rampriya. She was just praying. She kept praying. She was just looking at the Lord. And that time, what happened? She left her body in front of Rampriya. She just died. A soul immersed in the body of Rampriya. This is a law, right? In Bollywood, we see hero, heroine. That's not love. That's very cheap love. But real love is for God, because that is eternal. That is not going to finish. Just see now in Bollywood movies what happens. Just see in the life of heroines what happens. One hero tells to another heroine, I love you, and then both get married. But then they are divorced. They get married to another. Hey, what happened to your love? Right? So this love is very, very meager, very, very cheap. But love towards God is eternal. It does not end. Right? And then what happened? The Ramanujacharya said, make her samadhi inside the temple. So her samadhi is still inside the temple of this Chelvanaran temple. So I remember I had gone to this temple, Chelvanaran, and I had seen the deity of Chelvanaran. And then we were asking our I think that time Gaur Gopal Prabhu had come, and we had asked, who is that lady? She like this. Yeah, we saw this. Her samadhi. On her samadhi, there is small deity. So we asked, what is this? That time he had told us this story of Bibi Nachiyar. Right? This is the story of Bibi Nachiyar. And still today, you find her samadhi inside the temple. And after they offer the bhoga to Chalvanaran, they get the same plate and they offer it to Bibi Nachiyar. That is the pure devotion. Right? So by her example, she showed that कि भगवान का सेवा कैसे करना है. How many of you like this story? Just raise your hands. Super, amazing. Okay, so we will continue our next story. Before that, we will just finish this chapter. And yeah, so this is this deity of Sripad Ramanujacharya. So when Ramanujacharya became quite old, he told that, don't make my samadhi, keep my body as it is. So this is the as it is body of Lord Ramanujacharya. His body is not decayed. जैसे कोई मर जाता है ना, तो उसका बॉडी जो होता है वो डीके हो जाता है एकदम, मतलब सब गल जाता है, कुछ नहीं रहता. पर till now, still today, his body is preserved very nicely in Sri Ranganath temple, and I have personally seen this body, right? And it is said that Ramanujacharya is still sitting like that. So this is his body. Somebody was asking the question, that's why I told you this. So he left this world with amazing legacy to follow of Vaishnav Seva. Right? Now, if you see everywhere in his Leela, that he was emphasizing one point, Vaishnav Seva, devotee Seva. भक्तों की पहले सेवा करो, बाद में भगवान की करो. भगवान बाद में प्लीज हो जाएंगे, खुश हो जाएंगे. जैसे उन्होंने महापूर्णा को सर्व किया, और आपने देखा कि दाशरथी ने कैसे सर्व किया, हम्बल वे से सबको सर्व करते रहो, भगवान की कृपा आपके ऊपर हमेशा आ जाएगी. So that the main lesson Sripad Ramanujacharya is giving to us. ठीक है? Now I will stop this and we will move to another PPT. So I can see many people are raising their hand. Are there some questions? We will take questions later. ठीक है? Let's go to next PPT. I hope our stories are getting interesting. Yes? कभी पहले सुना था ऐसा बीबी नाचियार का स्टोरी? नहीं ना? अमेजिंग स्टोरी ना? Her love was so amazing. Okay. चलो आगे जाते हैं. Okay, now I had told you that I will tell the story of Kanupatra. So Kanupatra was the devotee of Lord Vithala, right? And we have seen so many devotees of Lord Vittal, right? Sant Sena Navi, and then Sonar, and then we are yet to discuss Tukaram Maharaj. We are yet to discuss Namdev Maharaj, Jnaneshwar Maharaj, that we will also cover, right? I think we have 8 more days. And I hope the 50 kids, those who are joining daily, they will join me in the future also. नहीं तो ऐसा हो जाएगा, मैं केवल कैमरे के सामने बड़बड़ करते रहूंगा. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. I want everyone's participation, right? So she was devotee of Vithalji. Her name was Kanupatra, right? And Kanupatra was staying in a village close to Pandharpur. The village name was Mangalveda, right? Mangalveda. And we learned that there was one more devotee from Mangalveda whose name was Damaji Pant. So this Kanupatra, she did not know who her father was. Because you know why? Because her mother had not married with any man, right? And what was the procession of her mother, you know? She used to dance in front of various kings, right? आपने देखा होगा वो movies में वगैरह, right? So her mother's profession was so low class, you know. She would dance in front of kings, right? And she did not know who is my father, right? But since her birth, she was very devoted, very dedicated to Lord Vitthal, and she had decided in her life that I will marry only with Lord Vitthal, and I will not do profession like my mother. What my mother does, she goes to this king, that king, she sings for their pleasure, she dances for their pleasure. I will not do. I will only dance for Lord Krishna's pleasure. Her mother was very rich. She was getting a lot of money, right? आपने देखा होगा कि कैसे वो डांस करते हैं और ये सब बड़े बड़े लोग पैसे फेंकते हैं, right? So her mother was doing that lowly profession, right? And her daughter Kanopatra, she never liked that. She said, "Mother, what you are doing is not good job. It's not good work." And mother would say, "कितना पैसा आ रहा है हमको?" And she said, "No, no. Earn with some integrity, right? This profession is so bad, you know." And she was growing old. She became a very young girl and she started looking very beautiful. She was very beautiful. Actually, Kanopatra was very beautiful, right? Many of us know about Cleopatra. How many of you heard about Cleopatra? So Cleopatra was very beautiful, but it is said Kanopatra was much more, many times more beautiful than Cleopatra. We know about Cleopatra, but hardly how many of you had heard the story of Kanopatra? I tell you, none of you. Because none of us have heard, none of us have been taught about the glories of saints, right? So she became young and she was very beautiful. And many kings told Shama, "Your daughter is so beautiful, I want to marry with her." And then Shama told to this Kanopatra, "Kanopatra, go and marry with that Pasha, he will give you a lot of money." He said, "No, I cannot marry with anyone. I will only marry with Lord Vithala." Just like Mirabai said, "Mere to Girdhar Gopal, baki aur na koi." I'll only marry with Lord Vithala, right? I don't want to serve anyone else. So one day it so happened that the king of Bidar came to know about her beauty. And somebody told him that this Kanopatra is so beautiful and she sings so beautifully. So melodiously, you just get married to her. And you know that these Mughal kings and these Badshahs, they were like so cheap people. They would just kidnap. They used to kidnap these young girls, right? So Kanopatra came to know that king of Bidar wants to marry with me. She was so fearful. She said, "No, I just get married to Krishna." So she started running towards Pandharpur. And on the way, she met with many Varkaris. And she was walking with Varkaris. She was doing kirtan with Varkaris. And after many days, she reached to Pandharpur, right? And here king of Bidar was searching for her. कि कहाँ गई ये लड़की, कहाँ गई? Then somebody told him कि ये ना लड़की पंढरपुर भाग गई है, आप भी पंढरपुर जाओ, आपको मिल जाएगी. So he sent his army men to Pandharpur to kidnap this Kanopatra, right? And Kanopatra reached to the temple, and while she was taking darshan there, she heard the news that king of Bidar has attacked the Pandharpur's temple. She was so fearful. Just imagine ना कि कोई लड़की है और उसके पीछे ये सारे लोग भाग रहे हैं, कितनी डर जाएगी वो, right? It's a simple thing. And she was so fearful, she started praying to Vitthal. She said, Vitthal, I'm yours, and I have taken a vow to get married with you only. I don't want to marry with anyone. I don't want money. I don't want name and fame. She was so young. Can you imagine such a maturity she has got? She has written many, many abhangas. You search on the net, abhangas by Santa Kano Patra. She has written many, many abhangas. So meaningful abhangas she has written, right? What we do, we just play games, we just do time pass. But that time, she has written so many abhangas. She was so young, still, right? So, so King of Bidar announced from outside of temple. He told that I have heard that Kanopatra is hiding in a temple. Just get Kanopatra to me, otherwise I will destroy the temple. Then people started shouting, अरे कौन है Kanopatra, कौन है? जाओ जाओ उसके पास चली जाओ, नहीं तो ये पूरा मंदिर का नाश कर देगा. So then some pandits came to know that she's Kanopatra. He said, "Chao chao, you go immediately, otherwise he will destroy our Pandurang." Then Kanopatra became so fearful. She, a spontaneous abhanga came from her heart. She is praying, Haraniche padasa vyagre dhariyele. I forgot the initial lines, but it is very famous abhanga. She is saying that I am so fearful, my Lord, please protect me. Just like a deer is captured by a lion, how deer feels? Similarly, I am feeling that somebody has captured me, my Lord, please protect me. Please protect me, otherwise I will die. I'm gonna die. Please help me. And she also prayed that, my dear Vitthal, please let me die at your feet. Mere pran nikal lo. And she just bowed down to Lord, right? She just bowed down to Lord, and she left her body at the feet of Lord. She left her body in the temple of Pandharpur in front of Lord Vitthal. And that time there was Akashvani, the aerial voice. It said, Lord Vitthal said that Sant Kanopatra has entered into my body, right? Now, what you do, you take her body and make the samadhi of her body into my temple in front of me. And even if you go today to Pandharpur, you will find her samadhi inside the temple, right? She was so special. Can you imagine samadhi inside the temple? There are many samadhis of many saints in Pandharpur, but they are outside the temple. She was so special, right? Her samadhi was built inside the temple, and immediately one tree started coming out. Immediately one tree started growing from there, and still you can find that tree. And whenever many Varakaris, they go there, they take a darshan. Before darshan, basically, you have to pass through the samadhi of Kanopatra, and you have to bow your head to Kanopatra, and then you have to go to darshan of Vithalji. So where there is samadhi of Kanopatra now, there is a wonderful tree inside the temple. It is called as a Tarati Vriksha, Tarati tree. So still that tree is alive, right? And when King of Bidar heard about this aerial voice, he was so fearful. He realized that Kanopatra was not normal lady, and he ran away from there, right? So this is the story of Kanopatra, that how she left her life, left her body to serve Krishna, to serve Lord Pandharinath, right? And Lord Pandharinath protected her. So our second story is of Sant Sakhubai, right? I think we have still time. Amazing, we have still time. And we will study about Sant Sakhubai, and then there is a short story of Sant Janabai. We will cover these two saints today, right? So Sant Sakhubai was a devotee since birth, her parents used to take her to Pandharpur, and she would take a darshan. She would love Pandharpur. She would love Vittal, right? But somehow she was married. You know, in earlier days, girls would get married very early. Yeah? As soon as they would become a 6 years, 7 years, they would get married. So she was married early, early in her age, right? And her husband was very cruel. Her sasu means what? Mother-in-law, right? Her mother-in-law was also very cruel. And she would tell her to work non-stop. She would tell, hey, chal ye clean kar. She would clean. She was a gentle lady. She would just see her face. She's so gentle. No desires, nothing. She just wanted to serve Lord. She just wanted to serve her in-laws. But in-laws were very cruel. They would beat her. Can you imagine? They would actually beat her. Her husband was so cruel. He also would beat her. So nonsense guy. So stupid guy. Such a beautiful lady he had got as a wife, but he would never value her. So she would get up early in the morning. She would cook for her husband and her in-laws, and then she would clean the home, and then she would wash the clothes. So throughout the day she was engaged, and whenever she would go to sleep, her in-laws would tell कि अभी ये काम करो, चलो सोने का नहीं, रात को काम करो. She was tortured very badly. But one thing she did, she never lost her faith in Krishna, in Vitthal. She would always chant Krishna's name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. She would always chant. Whatever she would be doing, she would be chanting. तो आप कुछ भी करती रहे, पर वो एक काम जरूर करती थी, हमेशा जप करती थी. और ऐसे कहते कि भगवान उसे खुद मदद करने आते थे, राइट? तो उनके जीवन में एक ही प्रसन्नता थी, वो थी कि भगवान का नाम लेना. ओनली वन प्लेजर शी हैड इन हर लाइफ, बिकॉज शी वाज नॉट गेटिंग एनी प्लेजर फ्रॉम हर हस्बैंड एंड इन-लॉज, राइट? सो दे वुड एक्सप्लॉइट हर. हम कहते हैं ना, शोषण करते थे, दैट they were doing with her. But she never stopped chanting. So one day she was fetching water from the river. She heard that people were going to Pandharpur. Right? People were going to Pandharpur, and they were saying Vitthal Vitthal Jai Hari Vitthal. She heard that. She felt so nice. She said, "Kabhi hai Ashadhi ka yatra? When Ashadhi Ekadashi is coming?" So they said कि अभी आ रही है, 3-4 दिन में है. Do you want to come? She said, yes, I want to come. Then they said, but you are a girl, right? You have to take a permission from your husband and your in-laws. Go to home and ask them, then we will take you. She ran towards home very hurriedly. She came and then she asked her in-laws, her sasuma, मुझे जाने दीजिए please. They said, no. चल, wash the कपड़ा, wash the clothes. मैं नहीं जाने दूंगी तुझे. He said, प्लीज जाने दीजिए, मैं आने के बाद सब कुछ करूंगी, आप जो कहेंगे मैं करूंगी, प्लीज मुझे जाने दीजिए. उसको मूवी जाना था क्या? नहीं. Was she asking for anything else? No, she just wanted to take darshan. But still her in-laws were saying no, and she started crying, प्लीज जाने दीजिए, मुझे जाने दीजिए. 3 दिन के बाद आषाढ़ी है, आषाढ़ी एकादशी है, मुझे दर्शन लेना है भगवान के, प्लीज मैं मर जाऊंगी नहीं तो. They said no. And then she started saying कि please जाने दीजिए. Then her husband came and she just slapped her. Can you imagine? And he did not stop there only. What he did, he tied her to a pillar. You can see in the image. She was tied tightly to the pillar. Because they thought she will run away. Right? ये भाग जाएगी तो घर का काम कौन करेगा? हाँ? So their thoughts were like that. So she was tied and she was crying Lord Vittal, I cannot stay without you. I want to see your darshan. I want to take your darshan. I want to see you personally. Please, please help me. And that time, miraculously, Lord Vittal appeared there. You can see in the picture. And he untied her. She was released completely. She was so happy. She said, now Lord Vittal, what should I do? Vittal said, you go to Pandharpur. But then she said, who will take care of my house? Lord Vittal said, don't worry, I am there. And as soon as she went to Pandharpur with those Varkaris, Lord Vittal took the form of Sakhu. Lord Vittal became Sakhu, right? And he started working in the house of Sakhubai, right? He started serving the in-laws, Sakhubai's in-laws and husband. Just see, this is the greatness of God. This is the greatness of God. God doesn't think कि अरे मैं क्या बर्तन धोऊंगा क्या, मैं क्या कपड़े धोऊंगा क्या, घर को साफ करूंगा क्या? नहीं, for devotee he can do anything. Do you know when the Rajasuya Yajna was going on in the times of Mahabharata, that time Krishna Seva was what, you know what Krishna was doing? Krishna was picking the jhuta pattal, जो लोग खाके जाते हैं ना, लोग खाके जाते हैं, वो पत्तल उठाने का काम किसने किया था? कृष्ण ने किया था. So Krishna loves serving his devotee. You love Krishna, Krishna will love you. Simple equation, right? But Krishna's love is much, much more higher than our love. So if we love ittusa to God, God will love itna bada, right? So she went to Pandharpur. She was so happy there. She was so happy. And she stayed there for many, many days. And, you know, she prayed to Vitthal that I don't want to go to my home again. I want to die at your feet. And she actually left her body there. And her body was cremated in Pandharpur, right? Body ko aag laga diya gaya. You know, body was cremated there. So the people who took her to Pandharpur, they came back to that village and they were saying ki bahut bura hua. So Sakhubai was so nice girl, you know. But somehow, you know, Vitthal took her to him and she died in the Pandharpur. And then her husband heard, क्या? सखुबाई पंढरपुर गई? तो हमारे घर में कौन है? मैंने तो उसको बांध के रखा था, पंढरपुर कैसे जाएगी? कोई दूसरी सखुबाई होगी. Then he asked, क्या हुआ? अरे, your, you know, wife, she died in the Pandharpur. We are very sorry to tell you that. He said, impossible. My wife is in my home. So he ran towards his home. And now to his surprise, Lord Vitthal was, you know, disappeared from there. Right? So Vitthal came to rescue her devotee from this bondage. Right? So we have to have faith and we have to continue our service. Right? उसने छोड़ा क्या? उसको कितना परेशानी हुआ सखुबाई को? उसने छोड़ा क्या? नहीं, she was continuing her सेवा. Right? उसने ऐसे नहीं कहा कि अरे इतने सारी परेशानी है. She was continuing her seva. She was continuing. She kept Lord Krishna's. She kept on chanting Lord Krishna's names. Right? I hope you like the story. If you like the story, just raise your hand because chat is disabled. Because many of you do some time pass there. कुछ भी पूछते रहते हैं. Right? Okay, I can see. Amazing. Let's go ahead. Now we will study last character, last saint of today's, and her name was Janabai. Janabai was amazing saint. Right? Kanopatra was also very amazing. You just go to the internet and just search her Abhangas. Right? Sant Janabai also wrote many Abhangas. Right? And it is said, even if you go today to Pandharpur, I think I had gone 2-3 years ago there. And you can find the palace of Namdev Maharaj still there. And Namdev was great saint. So Janabai was serving him. Janabai was like a maid servant for Namdev. So she would, you know, grind all kinds of grains for him. She would wash the clothes, and so many things she would do. And she also became a very wonderful devotee of Lord Vittala. She had written many songs. And it is said when she would, grind the grains, Lord Krishna would himself come. You can see in this picture, right? Lord Krishna would himself come and he would help Janabai to grind. Okay. So she was a really pure lady. Whatever work she would do, she would just chant Krishna's name. While doing that work, she would chant Krishna's name. So even though वो आपको पता है क्या, वो गोबर का बनाते पैटीज, क्या कहते हैं, cow dung cakes. So once upon a time she was making cow dung cakes. ठीक है. With this story we will end here. She was making cow dung cakes. So there was one cheater lady. She was her neighbor. That cheater lady came and she just stole the cow dung cakes made by Janabai. So now Janabai started saying, "ए मेरे cow dung cakes किधर गए? वो गौरी किधर गई?" And she realized that particular lady had stolen my cow dung cakes. She started fighting with this lady. They had a huge quarrel. And that time a big scent was going from that side. He saw Janabai is such a great devotee and she is fighting for this cow dung patties, cow dung cakes. गोबरी कहते कहीं कहीं उसे, गौरी के लिए झगड़ा करिए. And then Janabai called that scent, आप इधर आइए, come here, you solve our quarrel. Then he said, मैं कैसे आपका quarrel solve करूं, क्योंकि इसने जो गौरी बनाई है और आपने जो गौरी बनाई है सेम ही है ना. सबकी गौरी जो होती है गोली होती है और सबकी गौरी जो होती है गोबर की होती है. तो उसकी भी गौरी गोबर की, आपकी भी गोबर की. बोले नहीं, ऐसे नहीं, मेरी स्पेशल है. What Janabai said, my gauris are special. You just pick one gauri and you just put to your ears and you will hear names of Lord Vitthal, Vitthal, Vitthal. तो जहां से भी नाम आएगा, जिस गौरी से भी नाम आएगा विठल विठल, वो मेरी करके आप साइड में कर दो. So now there was a pile of gauris. That lady, that neighbor was telling that this pile belongs to me. But Janabai was telling, no, this pile belongs to me. So now this Brahmana came and he started hearing. He was just picking up each gauri and he was hearing. इससे आवाज आ रहा है क्या? आवाज आ रहा है. And he would keep at the place of Janabai. And that's how he found out that all the pile belonged to Janabai. The thing here I want to highlight is that her devotion was so perfect. एक गोबर के गौरी से भी विठल की आवाज आ रही थी. एक गोबर के गौरी से भी विठल की आवाज आ रही थी. So this was her love. Whatever she did, she just chanted Vitthal, Vitthal. Right? I hope you understood the story. That we have to include God in all our work. We are doing studies. Simultaneously, we should remember Krishna. If we are playing some sport, we have to remember Krishna. So there should not be any time to not remember Krishna. I hope you understood the story. We will stop here. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. I'm stopping the recording and